from 65 to 55 as construction speeds up on the Highway 41 in the Green Bay area. Drivers are now being told to slow down. Good evening, everyone. That change on the busiest 10 miles of highway in the area begins tomorrow. And the DOT says the slowdown is going to impact all lanes of that stretch of Highway 41, and it's also going to keep both the drivers and construction workers in that area safe. 41 will now be 55 miles per hour from just south of Shearing Road all the way north to Velp Avenue. Fox 11's Lindsay Veramis has more.
When you combine the area's busiest highway and a whole lot of orange, drivers will tell you conditions can get a little hairy.
People don't slow down. They don't give people breaks. They don't allow people like the semis to get over a little bit so that they don't hit anybody. It's crazy out there.
The DOT says construction work is increasing on 41 in Brown County. That means traffic shifts, narrow lanes, and slower speeds.
Where drivers really encounter changing conditions and they generally slow down anyway, we want to kind of reinforce that with lowering the speed limit.
Brian Brock with the DOT says drivers were allowed to travel 65 miles per hour on sections that were at least 2 miles between work zones. But the department will now make 55 the standard. From Shoring Road to Velp Avenue, he says drivers must slow down.
To change it to 55 all the way through just makes sense. You know, it's obviously a very congested area, specifically in the mornings and the evenings.
Starting Wednesday, DOT crews will be making their way through this stretch, adding more signs to mark the lower speeds, and officials say those speeds will be enforced. The State Patrol and the Brown County Sheriff's Department are both planning to add patrols in the area.
We have MARC squad presence, we have peace in the park, but as soon as the MARC squads aren't out there, then things get crazy again.
The DOT says there has not been a spike in crashes in that section of highway, but the department feels lower speeds are necessary to keep it that way. It plans to keep the 55 zone
as long as the construction conditions warrant.
He says that will be through December at the earliest. In Green Bay, Lindsay Veramis, Fox 11 News.
The Brown County Sheriff's Department says it's been fighting speeding and tailgating on Highway 41 for years, and officials say speeding is the #1 complaint the department receives.